On tonight's episode, we have a lot to talk about, so let's get to it.
Yeah, we review Palm Springs, the new Hulu original movie.
Yep, and new stuff from San Diego Comic-Con at home.
And a lot of other news.
Yeah. Alright, Palm Springs. Andy Samberg.
Palm Springs premiered, was released, was showed at Sundance last year and was bought by Hulu. And yeah, it's on Hulu. It's with the Hulu original stamp for everybody to see. And it's funny, it's interesting. It's like, I don't know, a modern day Groundhog Day.
Yeah, it does play on. It's basically a time loop story, right? They're stuck in a time loop, but that's really where the similarities sort of end.
Oh, it's also funny.
Oh yeah, yes. I mean, in terms of plot.
Whoa,
like in Groundhog.
That's the plot.
Okay. Yes, it's funny. There's a romance.
Yes.
Yeah. They learn skills. We have no idea how long they're stuck in this time loop. Yeah.
And this one, different than Groundhog Day, there's two people, actually three people.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit more explanation for how it happens. In Groundhog Day, he just wakes up and wait a minute.
Yeah.
In this one, spoiler alert, Andy Samberg, who's the character that starts this whole thing, he goes inside this cave in Palm Spring Desert.
Yeah. And inside this cave, there's some kind of anomaly, which we learn more about when one of the other characters, determined to get out of the time loop, gets a degree in, like, quantum physics, and figures out a way to break it. So it's some kind of electromagnetic time-space continuum anomaly and other technobabble words.
Yeah.
But my favorite thing about this one was that at the beginning of the movie, you have no idea that it's a time loop, unless you've watched this video or listened to the podcast. You have no idea it's a time loop. You're just along for the ride with Andy Samberg, who's acting like a goofball, but it's Andy Samberg. Like, that's on brand. Until suddenly he wakes up and it's the same day again. And so while we do eventually get the backstory, we are coming in the middle kind of his story, if that makes sense.
Yeah, we have no idea.
He's well established.
Yeah, and have no idea how long he's there. We know it's a long time because apparently he tried advances on all the women in the party. Did you mention there was a party? It's a wedding.
Oh yeah, it's a wedding.
It's a wedding. So
this review is all kinds of messed up.
So he tries everything for all of them, even being successful with some of them, if not all of them, and even some of the men too. Anyways, and what else he does? I guess he knows everybody. Besides sexual advances, he knows every single person in the party, in the
and
neighborhood.
In the area surrounding. Yeah, sometimes he ditches the wedding and like goes to, there's like a dive bar nearby and a random guy with goats and a gun range. There's like all kinds of.
Yeah, so he knows all that, and he knows everybody, and so he's there for a long time.
Yeah.
To the point that he gave up. He gave up trying to get out. He gave up trying to, make people happy. He
Yeah, and during, one fateful night, somebody else follows him into the cave. The bride's sister follows him into the cave. She gets stuck in the time loop too. And so we kind of follow her journey from like being angry at him to like finally going along with it. They become best friends. They hook up. They realize maybe there's something more. Their relationship falls apart. And then they come back together again.
Yeah.
More or less.
And yeah, they figure out. I mean, she figures out a way to get out, and they get out.
Yeah. They get out, and so, but along the way, there's also a lot of like really beautiful character development too. Andy Samberg goes from, he has to kind of evolve from just not caring and being just completely hedonistic and whatever, YOLO, into actually wanting a future and wanting to grow old and do something with his life with this girl. This girl has to go from absolutely hating herself and not knowing what she's doing with her life. She transforms into the one who actually figures out how to fix everything and wanting to move forward with her life and believing that she can be worth something and have a future worth living. And it's really beautiful. Also, J.K. Simmons goes from being like an angry bounty hunter type dude to being really happy to have a family.
Yeah. He's stuck. He's stuck in there with them too. So. But also he gives up on leaving, but he gives up for different reasons.
Yeah.
He just decide. First, he wants revenge against Andy Samberg's character because it was his fault that he got there in the first place. They got stoned. They used drugs together. It's like some weird bros party, and yeah. So they go to the cave and he got stuck too. So he wants revenge. So he hunts him in all sorts of ways. There's even a reference to Whiplash where he wears the Whiplash guy shirt and his face characterization is the same as Whiplash, and he's literally whipping Whiplash. What was it called? A whip?
Lashing
a
whip.
whip.
Lashing with a lash.
A whip. He's like, he hunts and tortures him in all sorts of ways. And funny enough, he looks different every time. From a soldier with full camouflage to
like a
cop and then beard and then it's pretty funny.
Great. Yeah. Anyway, so it's funny, it's sweet, it's sad, it's thoughtful. R? Yes, it's rated R.
Yeah, it's
very rated R. If you didn't pick up on that.
Yeah.
But it ends really nicely. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Not one for the family, but highly recommended for the adults in the room. Yeah.
Palm Springs is on Hulu. So yeah.
Yeah, check it out.
See it again. There's some online. There's some theories about what's going on because there's some weird things that happen besides all the weird things. The movie. That are explicit about the movie. There's there's two different characters thank Andy Samberg for something he did, and they say chokran, which is thank you in Arabic, but there's no explanation why. I don't know. Unless that's going on.
Is that a thing now?
What?
To say thank you in Arabic? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's not like these were Arabic
Maybe
people.
Maybe it's a TikTok thing. No, but the movie was not. The movie was like 2 years ago.
No, it's not like an Arabic family. It's not. Yeah.
I mean, it's not clear where the movie takes place. It's called Palm Springs, but it's not it's not clear. So maybe it is. I know Saudi Arabia, some desert land. I don't know.
It's in the United States.
How can you tell?
Because everybody's super American.
So what? They moved that. They went there for the wedding.
No, but like everybody in the surrounding areas, like the dive bar and all the rest.
Okay, the neighbors. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I guess.
And the landscape, it looks like Arizona or maybe parts of California.
Yeah, well, if it's Palm Springs, it's California. But
there's also Palm Springs in Florida. It's definitely not in Florida.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know
that. That's why I was really confused at the beginning of the movie. I was like, this is not Florida.
Yeah.
This is a desert.
So there's that, and there's a theory. That the one is a stretch. Another theory that the girl figures out this whole thing so much that she ends up going back as an old lady to talk to herself, and that's why when her grandma talks to her, she says something. Oh, I think it's your time to go, right? You're gonna do it now.
Yeah. So, yeah, and it is those two characters. So that older woman, but then also there's the one groomsman who just seems like he kind of knows what's going on with Andy Samberg.
The black guy?
The black guy, yeah. And because he's the other guy who says...
This is Shukran.
Yeah. So,
we don't know.
Yeah, it's implied, but they don't really explore it.
Yeah.
At all.
If you guys out there know and want to let us know.
Let us in on the footprint.
Tell us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we would like to know. We can share it with everybody else. So if you have a theory or if you want to create a theory about watch the movie and tell us what you think. Even dinosaurs. Well.
Oh, yeah.
Palm Springs on Hulu. Go watch it.
All right. Okay, what's next?
Let's go through Constellation. So with the whole COVID still going on, and some places closing, some places opening, some places not really opening a lot, and the media, the movie industry is still in a limbo. Is still a very complex place.
It's a kerfuffle.
Yeah. Disney announced that Mulan is a no-go. They're not gonna release Mulan as they intended. They postponed it. Also, they postponed Star Wars and Avatar movies for at least a year. So Star Wars and Avatar movies, a year. Forget it.
I can't say I'm disappointed about that. Mulan is disappointing, but...
It's still coming.
Yeah, but it's disappointing to have to wait.
Yeah, but the movie theaters are closed anyways.
Well, I know, but it's not like they have their own streaming service or anything.
But that's the thing. They don't want it. There's like some movies that nobody wants to be released on demand. About that, Tenet was also postponed again. With no date, was pulled out of the schedule, so there's no date for Tenet.
Okay.
And there's promises from studios, producers, directors that it will not be released on demand. Period.
Okay.
Because you can watch on demand later, after you watch the movies, as the movie was intended to be watched. Especially because Tenet was shot in 70 millimeters. So you have the traditional film, 35 millimeters, and you have the 70 millimeters, bigger screen, bigger window. So Nolan keeping the film alive. He made the film for the movies, and later, of course, you can watch at home on your small screen from your cell phone to your medium screen TV, or who knows, maybe your theater down the basement.
Boy, that's the dream, isn't it?
It's still going about on demand and movies, etc. Bill and Ted Face the Music was they just released a new trailer, and they announced that the movie will be released on special video on demand. They will also release in theaters, but because let's release it on demand, and later you can release it in movies.
Okay. So please just wear a mask and don't go anywhere if you're sick, so that we can just get this over with.
Yeah.
Please and thank you. I would like to go back to the movies someday.
Let's see what else. Okay, about cancellations, that's it.
Yeah.
Let's go through some more on demand. So Disney Plus, there's a lot of rumors about Disney Plus these days, and there's a lot of rumors because the media industry, the film industry is like not a lot to talk about.
Literally nothing else to do.
So it's like, hey, one of the rumors is that Natalie Portman would come back to the Marvel Universe for Thor. No, that's not it. That's not a rumor. That's a fact.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. She was a Comic-Con. She held the Thor's hammer. She's gonna be Thor. You don't remember that?
I thought that was
Natalie Portman.
Yeah. No, for some reason I thought that was the rumor.
Jane Foster.
I have a bad memory.
Yeah.
No, I remember all that. Okay.
Yeah. Now, I was reading about how they might use that for something that we're gonna still talk tonight about secret wars. So apparently theories give us information that She will be Thor, and that's a fact. She will have Mjolnir. But how she's gonna have Mjolnir if Thor doesn't have Mjolnir anymore? He has the Stormbreaker.
Yeah.
Mjolnir was taken back to the past by Captain America. So how is that? She would be part of the multiverse. She would be from a different Earth where Thor Odinson died. She became Thor.
Okay.
Somehow she comes here and they get together and they fight along each other. And then this whole multiverse that would be introduced there and then later explored on Doctor Strange Madness of the Multiverse. And all that would get everything ready for something called Secret Wars that the Russo brothers are teasing all over the internet. Okay. They say they want to do it. They said they would make Infinity War and Endgame look like small
potatoes.
Small potatoes. And if you know the books, originally back in the 70s, I want to say, this supreme being called Beyonder.
It's creative stuff right there.
Hey, Spider-Man. Anyways, supreme being called Beyonder grabs all the heroes and all the villains from Earth and take them to a planet where they will battle, where they will fight.
Oh.
Yeah.
The big war.
Yeah, and it's secret because nobody knows.
Uh-huh.
And so they will fight to death. They will battle to see who win. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of stuff that goes parallel to the simple fact that they want to battle. There's some villains that I'm not a villain. Like Magneto, for instance, he doesn't consider himself as a villain.
No,
Doctor Doom sneaks and becomes a third party. It's like heroes, villains, and Doctor Doom. On one of the fights, Spider-Man rips all the heroes get their uniforms destroyed, and that was an excuse to give them new uniforms. But Spider-Man specifically, Janet Van Dyne goes to this the Wasp. She goes to this machine. She found they have bases, like they have big bases. The Beyonder create them. Secret bases for the good guys and for the bad guys. So she finds this machine that restore uniforms, and then Convenient. Spider-Man is like all on rags, and it's like, hey, where go? She says, I'll go to that room. He goes to the room, but he goes to the wrong room. So he puts his arm inside this thing, and then this black thing starts covering his body, the dark uniform, black uniform, the symbiote that we later find out is symbiote. At that point, I had no idea. So that was Secret Wars back in the the original form in the 60s. Couple of years ago, they redid it, Secret Wars, but the concept is the same. But in this case, they have heroes from all over Earth, also villains, but also different versions from the multiverse.
Oh,
so,
cool.
I think that's how Peter and Miles get together for the first time.
Sure.
Anyways.
Okay, so that could work. Okay.
So Russo brothers want to do that, and they declare that online, and there's teasers like Boss Logic with their endorsement or authorization or just homage. It's doing posters for it, and everybody's excited for what's coming for Marvel when Marvel gets out of the quarantine.
All right.
Okay.
Well, that's exciting.
But back to Natalie Portman, there was actually something else about Natalie Portman.
Yes, other Disney.
Yeah. She would come back as her role as a Disney princess on Star Wars. She would come back for Kenobi.
I just feel the need to interject here. She was never a princess. She was a queen. She was a senator. Not a princess.
I don't know. If you're a girl and you're in a Disney movie, you're a princess.
I mean...
Mulan's not a princess.
No, she's not.
But she is a Disney princess.
No, she's not.
What?
She's not a princess.
She's a Disney princess. If you go to Disney Princess Hall, Disney Princess Conventions, whatever, she's there. Yeah.
Well,
on that movie, Wreck-It Ralph 2, You have all the princesses. Leia's not there, but Mulan is.
Is Mulan there?
Yeah.
I have to double check. I don't remember.
Yeah.
That.
Anyways, Natalie Portman is coming back for Kenobi, corroborating with the rumor that Hayden Christensen will be back for Kenobi.
Yes, she was like super dead.
And we know, I mean, it could be flashbacks. It could be. It would be awesome to see, a little bit of Clone Wars there, like
Yeah, like some live action.
Live action Satine.
Yeah.
But.
I would have cast her for Satine if she wasn't already Padme. That would just make it awkward. I just think she would make a good Satine. They're very similar characters.
I mean, the characters, but the looks. I think Satine is tall.
Well.
Yeah.
Also, aliens don't exist, but that hasn't stopped anyone in Star Wars.
What?
I mean, that's easy to fix.
Or to break.
Yeah.
She's tall, and you want to cast someone short. You're not fixing it. You're breaking it.
No, I'm saying you can make her look tall.
Ah, okay, yeah. But I mean, you can cast someone tall.
It's true, but okay.
Nowadays, if the character is tall, you have to cast someone tall.
Right.
You can't cast someone short. That's against whatever they call. Anyways, I'm joking. So
acting ability and personality and all that.
People can act, and the craft of the actors to act. So it doesn't matter.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Okay, so corroborating that Hayden Christensen will be back, Natalie Portman might be back, and we know for sure that Sir Ian McGregor is he a sir?
I don't think so.
He should.
It'd be cool if he was.
Yeah, he's a England.
Scottish actually.
Scottish patrimony.
Icon.
Treasure, national treasure. Anyways. You know that McGregor will be back, so maybe everybody's gonna be back. Maybe they're gonna do explore some of the Clone Wars on live action, like they did on Rebels.
That would be fantastic.
I mean not Rebels, Clone Wars. Okay, one more about Star Wars. Another one that is coming back. It's what's Glover? What's his first name?
Yeah, Donald Glover.
Donald Glover.
Yeah.
Might be back for a Lando Calrissian show.
Okay.
We don't know about if it's gonna be a talk show or but there
will be capes.
Another show.
Okay.
With Donald Glover as Lando Calrissian.
He was hands down, I think, the best part of Solo.
Because
I think the most successful part.
Yeah. Anyways.
He did the character justice.
Sure.
He filled Billy Dee's very large shoes.
Yes. So another one.
Be okay.
Another person from Star Wars. This one says that he won't be back is John Boyega.
Yeah.
So, okay, moving on.
Yeah.
Yeah. This sequel trilogy, there's a lot of... He doesn't want to come back, fine, okay? It's not like...
Every now and then, there's this great line in Dawn
of
Justice.
He says, no, thank you. I said, oh, you're not coming back. We say to you, no, thank you.
Ooh. That's a cold burn.
Okay, so you're saying?
No, just every now and then.
He couldn't ask the girl out. It's like he had all the time of the world, 3 movies, I don't know, 10 years, how long did it take between those movies? And he was like, oh, Ray, I need to tell you something. Screw you, dude. Okay, I'm not talking about the actor, I'm talking about the character. But because of the character, if he never comes back, fine. Yeah.
It doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. But you're saying there was a thing on the show?
Yeah, it was a line that isn't really relevant anymore.
Well, but now I'm curious.
Okay, so in Dawn of Justice when Lois is trying to get Perry White to send her to Gotham, so there's this crime wave and no, it's not Lois, it's Clark. Yeah. And he's like, I've gotta cover this crime wave and the Batman is going crazy and you gotta let me go cover this and Lawrence Fishburne says, a crime wave in Gotham. In other news, water wet. And sometimes I just hear that line in my head, like, anyway, John Boyega leaving Star Wars is like, okay, and water is
but,
wet.
Yeah, by all means, he's talented.
Gotham has crime. And...
By all means, he's talented. I like the guy, but if he doesn't want to come back to Star Wars, fine, because his character...
Yeah, I didn't see much of a future for Finn.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess there could be.
Yeah,
but...
maybe making babies afraid. Anyways.
No, that's cut off.
Moving
that's
on.
Not happening.
Okay,
Star Trek has a lot going on.
Yeah, before I go to Star Trek, just a quick one. Walmart. It's not going to open on Black Friday, so finally, it's going to be a holiday again.
We're going to do... on Black Friday or on Thanksgiving?
Oh, sorry, on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Easy, guys. It will be open on Black Friday.
Just calm down.
Yeah, don't go bust the doors. It will be open Black Friday. It will not be open on Thanksgiving. That's Thursday.
Yeah, that's good. That's the right.
San Diego Comic-Con is happening. Not really. They're doing this online thing.
Yeah.
What's it called?
San Diego Comic-Con at home.
At home. So it's online stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And
so all the announcements and the trailers and stuff.
They're doing panels. I actually don't know how they do it.
Cool.
Yeah, if there's like windows, like Zoom windows, if places.
Yeah.
I don't know how. But they are doing that. The Star Trek CBS panel is kind of a failure because CBS algorithm, trademark, copyright things basically shut down the panel for 15 minutes, and so there you have it.
That's a big mistake on their part.
There's Comic-Con, and we're getting some news from there. We got some news from Star Trek. But just before we go to San Diego, did we mention that FanX was canceled?
No, I don't think we did.
So,
well, you just did.
FanX 2020 was canceled because of COVID. They will be back in 2021.
In fact, they've already released dates for it.
Yes.
It's the same
There's dates, September.
Yeah.
And hopefully it will be, better and better. Everybody's gonna be like a year without cons. Not only the good people, cosplayers, guests, but also the celebrities and talents.
Just think of the cosplays.
Yeah.
Now with 2 years to work on them.
Yeah. They're gonna have double. I'm pretty sure for the September people already had some done.
Yeah, I know because not just with the extra time, but also because of the lockdown. People have had more time.
Oh, that's true. But how cosplayers do like one for each day. Now they're gonna probably do 2 for each day.
7 for each day. I don't know. I'm excited.
7. Anyways.
It's hyperbole.
Okay, let's go to Star Trek.
Yeah, so CBS has been announcing some big stuff. We've got 2 animated series.
Yes.
Yeah. So first there's Lower Decks, which looks hilarious and does what I have wanted
Go ahead.
Star Trek to do all along. They are exploring, this is a time frame and a group of characters that we have not heard about before. This has not been done before, which is the whole point of Star Trek.
Yeah.
So this is great.
It's expanding the universe.
Yeah.
Of the Star Trek narrative universe, which is, in the right way. You don't have to go always to the future, always to the past. You can go to the sides.
Yeah, and that's what this one does. It looks like it's definitely post Deep Space Nine, probably post Voyager. Beyond that, I'm not really sure. But this is going, so the Lower Decks, this is everybody on the ship who's not part of the senior staff. These are the people who aren't going on every away mission and aren't in every ready room meeting and all the rest. These are the people just picking up the pieces.
By the same creators of Rick and Morty, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
It does. The trailer looks fun, and so I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Okay. We know less about this one, but there's another animated series on Nickelodeon, apparently.
Yeah, this one for Nickelodeon.
Mm-hmm. It's called Prodigy. And what do we know about it?
It's about prodigies.
Oh,
teens.
Okay. Lawless teens.
Yes, that find a ship.
A derelict ship.
Yeah. How big is that ship?
Oh,
it can be.
There's all sizes.
Yeah, but I mean.
Yeah, I mean, on Star Trek, the ships, we've seen very tiny ships. We know there are ships that can hold, 1,500, 2,000 people comfortably. So the ship could be huge. I don't know.
Yeah. I guess. But if it's too big for kids, unless they are, the entire show is about kids exploring that ship. You know.
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of ways
Lawless
it could go.
kids. Is there any evidence? Is there any that happened before in Star Trek ever?
Not really. We get like the reboot, the Kelvin reboot with Chris Pine and as Captain Kirk, where he's kind of a rebel and Captain Pike finds him and brings him in.
Yeah, but I mean, like
really.
actual kids. I know there's like on the original series, there's a planet of kids.
Yeah.
But that travel through space.
No, not that I can think
It's
of.
a little bit of study, right? Engineering.
Sure.
And I will see. It's for kids, so
Yeah.
there might not be like super detailed explanations. They just, maybe it's like kids with backpacks, like Dora, exploring the ship. Yeah. About size of ships, that ship on the Kelvin, on the Khan one, or the second one, was it called? Into the Darkness.
Into Darkness.
It seems to be big. It's probably the biggest ever.
No.
No, there's bigger ships than.
No, the biggest one was the Sovereign class, which we see for the first time in First Contact.
No. Remember that on the Into the Darkness they have this dark, super mega ship.
Oh. Maybe.
That basically
I honestly don't know.
Eats the Enterprise like
a
little poop. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah.
So Star Trek Prodigy
Mm-hmm.
coming to Nickelodeon soon. What else we have?
Okay, Empire's getting a spinoff.
Yeah, Cookie Lion is coming back to TV for a spinoff. Tarish B. Henson is on board, and yeah, that's all we know. And we'll see.
Well, she spent 17 years in prison.
Yeah.
There's plenty of...
Oh, no. We do know it's after the Empire. It's not before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's catching up with,
Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Coolio. Project Power.
Project
Looks
Power.
Interesting.
Netflix released the superhero movie.
Movie, yeah.
With Jamie Foxx and Peter Gordon, Joseph Levitt. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Just Joseph
His
Gordon-Levitt.
first name is Peter. It's secret. It's
It's a secret.
Only we know.
Aww.
Yeah.
Cute.
So it's about a society where you take drugs, pills, and get superpowers, and it looks good. So we'll see.
Yeah.
In August on Netflix.
Okay. Speaking of superpowers, The Boys, just got renewed.
Yeah, Amazon Prime. The Boys, has had its third season renewal announced ahead of second season. Second season gonna premiere in September.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and
Boys
the trailers
are back
have been
in
well
town.
received.
Yeah.
So, okay. Coolio.
Last but not least.
Tonight. Is it tonight or tomorrow?
It's tonight. Midnight.
Midnight. Okay.
Amazon's gonna release Radioactive with can't remember the name.
Rosamund Pike. Yeah, I'm excited about this
Curie.
one. Curie.
Because in the movie the guy is Pierre Curie.
Yeah.
So it's Curie.
Curie. Yeah.
Okay.
She was Polish. Her husband was French.
Looks good.
Yes.
We're gonna watch it and we're coming back next week to talk about it.
Yes. So you should also watch it so you can talk about it with us.
Yeah. We do answer. We do reply if you have questions, concerns. If you just wanna, hey guys, we're here for it.
Comments.
Email, texts, send us messages. Yeah.
Rumors, fan theories.
And until next week, we're gonna come back to talk about Radioactive and more pop culture news. And there's more about Comic-Con. I mean, San Diego Stay at Home Con, whatever.
Yep. And DC Fandom.
No, DC Fandom is in August.
Never mind.
Yeah, it's in 1 month.
Be a while.
But we're gonna talk about DC stuff. There's a lot going on too. So may the force be with you.
Okay, live long and prosper.
Bye.
Bye.